Good morning, friends. I'm Wayne, and I'm an alcoholic. Today's daily reflection, a program for living, October 14th, 2020. Let's wake up, folks. Here we go. All right, it's that time again. It's another 24 hours of your day, and we're going to start it off right. A program for living. When we retire at night, we constructively review our day. On awakening, let us think about the 24 hours ahead. Before we begin, we ask God to direct our thinking, especially asking that it be divorced from self-pity, dishonesty, or self-seeking motives. God's not your thing, people. You know what to do. Replace that with the higher power of your choosing, and if you don't even believe in a higher power, replace it with the thing that you had a great event in your life happen and you were like, replace it with that. Alcoholics Anonymous, page 86. I lacked serenity. With more to do than seemed possible, I fell further behind, no matter how hard I tried. Worries about things not done yesterday and a fear of tomorrow's deadlines denied me the calm I needed to be effective each day. Before taking steps 10 and 11, I began to read passages like the one cited above. I tried to focus on God's will, not my problems, and to trust that He would manage my day. It worked. Slowly, but it worked. If you're not in Alcoholics Anonymous and the 12-step program is not your dealio, substitute what you're doing in recovery to stay sober and substitute it with what works for you, because what works for me might not work for you. What does this passage mean for me? You know, it's not the Bible, and it's not a stern hardship you must do. It's just guidelines, people. So for me, I used to worry about this morning, yesterday, tomorrow, 5 years from now, 5 years ago, and my brain just never settled down. I never stopped thinking about everything that I could have done and everything that I should do. In sobriety, I found that, not drinking at night lets me sleep pretty daggone good. And that's one of the key factors in my sobriety is quality sleep. In times past, I was always anxious and I was always panicked about what I had to do and everything else. And now, it's not that I don't prioritize, but I do simply live it 24 hours at a time. I found that it's a lot simpler that way. And it's a lot simpler not to compound everything in my life at one single time. I can let it come as it is, and I can take care of things as they are, and not what it's going to be or what it was. That's a mouthful. Yeah. I ask my higher power to allow me to be non-judgmental, allow me to be of service to you and to other people. And I also ask, just be with me through the day, and what comes, we'll face it together. And that could be a simple fantasy. I don't know, but it works for me. And also I ask for my words to be guided because, not only am I speaking to you, and if I say something irresponsible, you might take that to heart, and that could be a whole nother issue. But I will share my experience, strength, and hope with you as uncensored as possible. So on awakening, let us think about the 24 hours ahead. That's exactly what I do. As I said, I don't think about 3 weeks from now. I can't afford to, because in times past when I did that, I always found myself overwhelmed and I always ended up in the bottom of a bottle. For me, that was true. It may not be for you, but it's simpler. It's definitely simpler, and it leaves me more serene because I can handle this stuff. I can handle it little doses at a time, And that for me is what today's daily reflection boils down to. And if you are in Alcoholics Anonymous and you are an AAer, take a look at steps 10 and 11 if you haven't done so yet, and digest that, because this month is all about that step 10, like I said yesterday. But it's whatever, it's your thing. So that's about it. I don't worry about the things that, will bog me down. I just face the day as it is. And, whatever happens, happens. I'll deal with it and I'll get through today. I'll thank God. For me, it's God. I'll thank God. And then tomorrow, I'll wake up. I'll thank God that I'm still sober. And let's get through another day. And it's not a daunting task, people. It's just simple. And that's the way I like my problems. Small. They used to be huge. And now they're small. Very simple to manage. And, I couldn't ask for anything more. That's today's daily reflection, and for something for you to chew on. I'm one sober to another. Folks, it's time to go to work. You have a good day. Bye-bye.